first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets, with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Milwaukee Bucks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set for Game 3 in this Eastern Conference Round 1 contest. It's been a lopsided 2-0 series, but that might change tonight. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now let's take a look at the Bucks' opening lineup. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Iverson in at the shooting guard position. And for Charlotte, we've got Carmelo Anthony. He's out there with James. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the power forward position. You take a look at the Hornets. This is a must-win game for them after they were unable to steal either of the first two.
Yeah, must-win indeed. Falling behind 3-0 as the lower seed is a death sentence. This team wanted a better round 1 performance than they've had so far.
Gilgeous-Alexander. With the ball. Here's Iverson. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Hastings with a bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Hey, fool, niggas finna get your dope out. You got face like. Yeah, niggas got fame too. Like, nigga, I'm going first though. Nigga, I'm doing three niggas out here. Yeah, I'm gonna let you run first too, man. I got your last one, it's right. Turning down my face, nigga. It's just a real nigga shit. It's all the way down the high. Tell you niggas yeah. Each the fuck up at breakfast. Living this scratchy, I had a meal scratched off a checklist. Bitches, they go to the business, swallowing necklace. She wanna go to Netflix. I never let it tell me what they say in jail. Word of my mother was tasty, we go straight for the cell. Treating cars and looking at the bar, now look how they fail. There was a funny question, stop me from talking, but I didn't care. Hey, claiming that you tripping, get your plug, 58 and kind of if I bring a knife, I'm gonna bust 16, turn down, turn down, flames, nigga, what? Turn down, flames, nigga, got the lane, nigga, what? Turn down, flames, nigga, I do what I love, I promise to records and nigga who posts feminist. Even if this should be living, I just caught a tenant, they got me with skills. Spinning and spinning, my little niggas going to will, we came with the seminars. Yeah, I'm talking to front of the yard and turn that boy to a dinner roll. I seen niggas come fresh out of county to prison and died for spinning up. Said he was trying to get back, he was shivering, he go with that prison and cut it off. They put him inside his side about that, niggas start looking up. So my niggas right after I ordered it, trying to pull up, but we cut him off. Even the fishery living, controlling the yard, niggas feel like I'm doubled up. He was just giving your order, but that nigga tripping, so why did you pick up? And that feeling with all of my niggas, we jump out of jail, we running up. I'm in the game with the shit that I win, and they feel like horrible. Niggas be living in the fed, it was like a fighter, I just got his money.
with the rebound. Anthony. Thanks to the rim. Taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to check. It should be showing a Two buckets in 3 attempts. Oh, shit. Pass to Carter.
Carter able to play right through that defender, draped all over him. Absolutely fearless when he's got the ball in his hands.
First free throw is good. And so Carter nails them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Carter against Anthony. Pass to Hastings. 4 on the clock. Hits a 3-pointer. Hastings has got 6.
Nice find that time from Carmelo. We know he's a scorer, but that time he did a good job finding the open teammate.
Out left to the wing. Headed. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Hastings. 6 points for him. Double team on James. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Out to James. Here's Hastings with the drive. The shot's good on the assist by James. Give him 8 points now.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. James with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Charlotte. Davis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Got a piece of it. Here's Hastings. He's got 11. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Davis. Pass to Pettit. Outside Carter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Reed.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see.
It's not them. They have no say so. It's just when you shit on players. Of course, the criticism is if the criticism is warranted. Absolutely, I'm with that, bro. We all want to be better on our craft. We all want to be great. At least large some of us. But when y'all sitting up there
Here's Hastings.
and y'all having these debates and I'm sitting up there and y'all kind of smile in my face, who they faking? It ain't me. I'm in the Western Conference Finals when I did that inside the NBA. And my agent, Shitalia, asked me, like, do you want to go on there? I was like, yeah, sure. Sure, I'll go on there. I have no problem. I'm trying to get a message out to the youth to let them know you don't have to hold malice towards people to still get on there with them. You don't have to hate people in order to be cool with them or sit there and talk with them. I'm not cool with none of them. None of them. I'm not cool with any of them. No, I don't have to be. I don't pretend to be. But when I get up there and it's time about me, I'm selfish about me. I'm selfish about my family. I'm about to get my shit out. It's about bigger things. It ain't about them. That's what I'm saying. A lot of my peers think it's about these guys and try to make sure that you get your say-so back to them. Yeah, I've said things back to certain people, which unfortunately I cannot take back, and I've apologized for it. You know, I'm disrespectful and said like crazy to somebody, but I've said things back, right? I've done things in, competition that I regret, right? Even though
Hornets making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Pippen, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Davis.
What you say? Oh, my goodness. Come on now. Davis makes getting up there for the jam look so easy. He's a deceptively good athlete.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Now, here is James. No points yet. And here's Curry for three. And Reed pulls it down.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And that one's good. Thompson.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Carter against Thompson. Fires it from 18. Carter can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Now here's Anthony. 5 points in the game. The kick out. Curry. 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Puts up a deep three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Hornets leading by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
As always, Allie, we thank you. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Charlotte.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on. And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Thompson. And Anthony slams it in.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
41 seconds left in the first. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's James. No made baskets yet. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
.27 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. To the middle. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
To the left side wing. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Anthony Edwards out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Thompson, and it's Ilgauskas in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. The layup off target. The Bucks trail by 7. Davis drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got his second bucket of the night. And so Curry will bring it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Here's Kemp. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The 17-footer. Again, Milwaukee!
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now here's Curry. No points so far. Puts up a 3. Here's Ilgauskas. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Ilgauskas is a 7'3" big man who does a really solid job rebounding the ball.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. From the wing. And he can't get that one. The Bucks trail by 7. And there's the lob. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Hastings. The 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Thompson. Hastings has got 16 points now.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism. Impressive.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Hastings. 16 points for him. Pass to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. And the 3 off target. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
inspiration.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-man.
You're right. I did make the right choice. You want to know why? Because I wanted to show the smartest wrestling fans in the world here in Chicago that there is no comparison.
Sweet pump fake move by Evans there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
It's his first trip to the line.
Are you done? Wait, did she get her move in? Listen, Charlotte, your biggest competitor has never been within this ring. Your biggest competitor has been them. And no matter how hard you try, no matter how long you're out for, that's a battle that she'll never win. And you love to put on this facade like nothing gets you, like you're above everybody else, but then you're crying on some blue talk show. Which one is it, Charlotte?
So much confidence coming from Anthony.
And the saddest part about all of this is no matter how many titles you win, you can break all the records, but when it's all said and done, you'll always come second to your daddy, Ric Flair. WrestleMania, you're gonna come second to me, Tiffany Stratton. Do you think you're the first?
Comes in for Klay Thompson.
Yeah, that's power. Do you think you're the first? Chicago.
Just under 3.5 minutes.
You have just regurgitated my last to say the last 10 years.
Passes coming his way. You can't let him have any space.
James against Carter. James passes to Hastings. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Charlotte has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Curry, still without a bucket. James outside. And miss after miss right now. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Iverson can't hit. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second.
Boy, LeBron just continues to perform at a very high level, which is simply incredible when you consider his age.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. That free throw good from James. Davis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Both free throws good from James.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Three-pointer, Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Anthony's got 10 points.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that 3. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Iverson tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. To the wing on the left. Here's Hastings. Off target from outside.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
He's bringing major energy to the floor. Kemp challenges you. A nightmare matchup.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Sampson, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Reed's checked in for Milwaukee. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Davis. No good on the second free throw.
Kemp's combination of strength and athleticism, amazing. He is a walking highlight.
Here's Anthony. Pass to Sampson. Here's Hastings. He's checked by Carter. There's the block. And they get it back. James finds Anthony. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony misses. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 15-6 run.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the strike.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. First one falls for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. It's both from the strike.
You know, one of the things you just love about Iverson is the heart he plays with. Every minute he's out there, there's no denying that he's giving it his all.
Here's Hastings. 16 points for him. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And they'll get another chance. Pass to Iverson. It's deflected.
Superb D that time from Sampson on the shot block.
Pocket 4, and he hits it and gets hacked. A three.
Between Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. He mentioned that as one of the top 3 possibilities we did in the video last week, where it seemed like this was one of those where he connected the dots going all the way back even before Survivor Series, and this whole first plan was set in motion to have Punk team with Reigns at War Games, and then the hint that the favor would be something significant for Punk, and it would also be something significant for Heyman, knowing that whoever this favor pertained to was going to be someone that Heyman was closely connected with, right? And we said it seemed very obvious, almost too obvious, that would simply be Roman Reigns, right? The fact that, okay, Punk may have a request that directly impacts Roman Reigns. But when they started off SmackDown, it became very clear that was where they were headed with all this, and some of you guys even mentioned it in the video last week that it did seem like this was a realistic possibility. Sure, we could say getting him into a title match at WrestleMania, getting him a title match afterwards and all that, you could maybe somehow play with the story a little bit, and somehow the wise man who has all the power makes that happen, Punk gets to his championship, all these things. People were even talking about the idea that, okay, maybe he gets added to John Cena and Cody Rhodes and all this other stuff. But as we got closer and closer to this big reveal, which we thought may come now, may come later with WWE, you never know, could be a slow burn sometimes. But it seemed like it was going to have something to do with this triple threat match, and now we know it does. With Punk wanting ball handler in this court. But the big development wasn't even just that, right? It was how everyone is going to react to this now. And I said, going back to it,
It's been the difference.
if you want to be a nurse and you want to graduate.
And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series, they find themselves down 2-0. Could be looking at a tough path forward. Shaq, is panic part of the vocabulary?
Normally, you don't say panic in situations like these, but right now, these guys need to smash that panic button, do something different.
I don't think they could take the same approach and win this series. Adjustments are needed for them to get back in it.
Just like adjustments are needed here in the studio, but that's a story for another day. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Thanks for joining us again for round one of the NBA playoffs. Charlotte trailing. On the court right now for the Bucks. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Iverson in at the shooting guard position.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
Tipped away. And James throws it down.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. The Bucks trail by 3. Outside Carter. Pass to Pettit. Back to Carter. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Now, here is James. 7 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet, and it's Charlotte with another.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Pass to Iverson to stop the run. It's hauled in by Sampson.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Hastings. He's got 18.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Iverson. Deflected.
Got to be aware of where Kareem is now. He's an intimidating, effective presence protecting the rim.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Reed. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And, you know, you talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different forms and ways. And guys that provide that solid foundation for a team, Reed is one of those guys.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Hastings. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's James on the wing. Pass to Hastings. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Carter. James with the block.
Oh, LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Hastings. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Hastings with a bucket. Hastings has got 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Pettit. Pass to Iverson. Fires high post. Got a hand on it. Here's Hastings. He's checked by Carter. Anthony with it. Here's the 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
James passes to Anthony. Shot from the wing. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
It's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. Much more intense, more in your face. High-energy plays like that one are winning plays.
And Charlotte making a change here. Curry's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Davis is checked in. Here's Carter. Oh, he goes right over LeBron and slams it down.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing bounce.
On the wing, Anthony from behind the arc. And Reed pulls it down. Reed's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Davis. Floats one up. Hastings with a rebound. Hastings has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Curry surveys. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Hastings has got 5 points now this quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
He brings us up wrong 7 seconds. I thought that were sort of somewhat interesting and may have hinted at some foreshadowing.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Davis. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Let's go with a 3. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
It's James on the wing. 1:51 left in the third. Clock at 6. 4-3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pettit's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Carter. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And now just a 4-point Hornet lead.
This shot definitely in Carter's wheelhouse. The defense has to be better guarding this.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Charlotte?
Well, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. Getting guys involved. on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Kevin Love checked in for Charlotte. Klay Thompson comes in for Anthony.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands too.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Edwards, he's checked in for Charlotte. .102 left in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. And the layup is good off the glass. Pippen's got 6 points.
Boy, Pippen showing you some passing right there with that nice finish.
Hastings, the kick out to Edwards. Here's Love. Kemp with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now here's Love. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Edwards for 3. Rebound by Stoudemire. Here's Pippen. Pass to Stoudemire. The 3-ball. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Hornets. They're up by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. They've got Anthony. Stephen Curry is out there with Edwards. Then it's Thompson, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5, down low. That's the Hornets 5. Edwards finds Thompson. The kick out to Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
See, right there, you see the patience Edwards has developed. Not forcing it, getting the defender to commit.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Did enough to make it a 2-possession game. Every point counts, especially down the stretch.
On the attack, Carter. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive. An efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Anthony outside. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Anthony from the arc. Davis with a rebound. And here's Milwaukee now. They've only given up 1 point in the 4th. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. There's the double team with Carter. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, and Klay makes that 3 look so easy.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Here's Iverson. Tipped. And they recover it. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's Anthony. Pulls it in from the elbow. Kemp with a rebound. Kemp's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Carter. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Thompson. Outside Edwards. Pass to Anthony. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Davis. Shot blocked.
Long arms and quick reflexes from Kemp allow him to get all over that shot there.
Reed's checked in for Pippen. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Davis. Here's Iverson.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
This one has been all about effort for them, in my opinion. Hitting the offensive glass hard. Getting those extra points off extra possessions. That's big-time work there.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play. Running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Here's Hastings. An easy 2 on the layup. Hastings has got 25 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
No wonder he's been off the mark. He's been hanging in the background, somewhat uninvolved tonight.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, smart pass by Abdul-Jabbar, ready and willing to find his open teammates.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. On the take. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 6 in the quarter.
When you really need a bucket, go to something reliable. Smart basketball.
Hastings, the pass to Sampson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's not just the fact that Sampson is 7'4", but Sticks is hard to guard because he moves well and has great skill.
The Bucks making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Pass to Iverson. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Anthony, right side. Over Carter. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 19 points.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Bucks trail by 4. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Iverson. He's guarded by Anthony. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. James gets a hand on it. the wing, Anthony. He's checked by Carter. Anthony against Carter from 15 feet away. Oh, they get a hand on it. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Trailing by 4. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth. For Milwaukee, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Hastings, the pass to Anthony. Here's Iverson. It's going to be on LeBron James. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Pass to Iverson. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Hastings. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony right side. No one near him. And it's good.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
30 seconds left in the final quarter.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Iverson. Driving to the basket. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is no back down or back up in AI, especially when it's a big moment in the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
23 seconds left in the game. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making. 2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's Iverson. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Carter can't get it to go, and they go to the intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight, but with this win, they're right back in it.
They showed a lot of character and a lot of heart. Many experts had written them off, but now we've got a series.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks so much, Stephen. A big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge, and that's when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.